Hello and welcome back to our Providence homestead. My name's Julie. I'm so glad you're here. Today is day 15 of our Declutter Challenge. It's a 91-day Declutter Challenge, 13 weeks. Week 1, we did the master bathroom and closets. Week 2, we did the master bedroom. And this week, starting with day 15, we're in the kitchen and pantry area. So just kind of imagine what it would be like to go into your kitchen, be able to find everything you need to cook your wonderful meals for yourself and for your family without the extra items there that you just don't use, haven't used for 5 years or more. And so this is that time where we can go through our cabinets, go through our pantry, our drawers, and move out what items we just don't use. Now, I gave an example in a previous video that for me, there was the bread machine. And I had a bread machine in my previous home. I wasn't using it, and I ended up decluttering that. We moved on to this homestead, and I wanted a bread machine again and was able to find one on the swap shops. And so now I'm making breads and cinnamon buns and those kind of things. So things change. Sometimes you buy that hot item that you use all the time, and then as time goes by, you find a different machine that does it even better that you like. So now is the time to just go ahead and release yourself from the one that you don't use. Sometimes we end up with several crock pots, but we always go to that one we love every time that comes time to make something in a crock pot. So the other ones are just there taking up space, and it'd be better, to go ahead and declutter those at this time and just stick to the things that you love to use. Now, when you're doing a declutter challenge, it's important for you to have like a section for trash, a section for donations, and you can also have a third pile for things you'd like to sell. When we moved out of our previous home, I had a lot of appliances that I did not use, and I was very successful in selling them on the swap shops because there may be somebody out there who's just waiting for a bread machine or a blender or a mixer, a rice cooker, all those things that you thought were great when you first bought them and used them, but now maybe your diet's changed, how you prepare your foods has changed, and you're just not using those items. So you could sell them if you wanted to on your local swap shop, or you can donate them to a local charity in your area. Either way, it's your choice, your kitchen, but I'm just giving you some options. So today, day 15, is the refrigerator freezer. It does also include if you have a refrigerator or a freezer in your garage, but we also have a week where we're going to be addressing the garage. So it's up to you if you have time to go ahead and do the refrigerator freezer today, or you can wait till we do the garage section and then do it then. That's strictly up to you. Behind this is my refrigerator freezer. We purchased our home about 6 months ago, and we purchased this refrigerator freezer about 3 to 4 weeks ago. So when we went from the old refrigerator and freezer to this one, I did go through a lot of the items and things that in 6 months had already accumulated that we tried but didn't like. There weren't anything that was expired, but just items we didn't want anymore. And so this is always a good time to do each shelf, remove everything on that shelf, wipe it down, clean it, and then replace back on that shelf what you'd like to have on that shelf. It's also a good time to do the refrigerator and the freezer, especially the refrigerator, every so often, because with leftovers, sometimes they get pushed back to the back of the refrigerator, and in a few weeks' time, they become science projects. So those things happen. It happens to everyone. And but hopefully it's not going to happen today because, like I said, we've only been in this refrigerator for about 3 or 4 weeks. So let's get started. I'll go ahead and open it up. And you can see there's not much in there. But I'll be taking everything off each shelf and cleaning it, making sure what is in the refrigerator. I can close it for right now. What is in the refrigerator is stuff that we still use, we like. Rearranging it if I find like, because with it being a new refrigerator, you're still finding those places that you like to keep things and where it works better for you. So I'll be doing that and then coming back to let you see the end result. So we'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so welcome back. It's been about an hour. For you, it's only been a few seconds, but I was able to declutter and clean out the refrigerator and the freezer. It took me a little bit longer than it perhaps should have, only because I found some sweet peppers that were still good, but they're getting near the end of their lifespan. So I took them and I chopped them up, put them in a baggie, and put them in the freezer. So they'll be a quick prep type item. And then there were some of those small cutie oranges that we had, that I went ahead and peeled those and put those into a glass container. We're planning on taking Sammy in for surgery tomorrow, so that will be nice to have in the car for a little snack for us while we're waiting and exploring about town while she's having her surgery. So that's pretty much it. I'll pause for just a moment, flip it around, and then let you see the after effects, or what the refrigerator freezer now looks like. So hold on. Okay, so this is the refrigerator freezer we got, in case you're wondering what kind. I really, really love it. It's been really good to us. So I did do a little bit of rearranging, but as you see, we don't keep a lot of stuff in our refrigerator. I only try to order things each week that are used, and but everything is now cleaned, wiped down, and ready to go. A nice part of this refrigerator freezer is this middle section. I don't know if you can tell from there, and that's where we keep our meats and all of our cheeses. If I'm getting something out like the night before for dinner, like chicken or something like that, I will put it in this section here, and it starts the thawing process. So it really makes it nice, and that way it's ready to finish thawing out the next day. And this is the freezer section. Over here, I usually have all the breakfast type items. Here I keep any beef type items and chicken. Then in this section is more of the big bulky type items. I do have my frozen leftovers that I have there. It's actually some what I call Saturday football game dip, and my husband loves that. And then over here is usually all my stockpile. This is like onions, peels of onions and stuff that I'm saving to do my broth. We have storage for butter and cheeses and garlic and apple cores for apple cider vinegar. I'm waiting till that bag gets set up. And then like this is the onions I went ahead and chopped up, the sweet peppers chopped up. I have onions already chopped up down there. So that really makes it nice when it's time for meal prep to have onions already chopped up and ready to go, so I don't have to spend that time. Especially it's nice when you're making a stew or a soup and it calls for a cup of onions. I can just go in that bag with the chopped up onions, break it up a little bit so it's in smaller pieces, grab a cup of that, and it's done. I'm not having to peel the onions and chop them up and then put it in there. So it really saves time. So that's it on the refrigerator freezer. I hope you are able to do the same and get your refrigerator freezer decluttered and cleaned out and ready for the week ahead. Okay, but let me show you this. Even in a refrigerator that's only 3 or 4 weeks old, there's always still something I can throw out, or you can throw out, that's garbage, or just it's not expired food, but just old food. Most of this is just where I broke down the sweet peppers and broke down the oranges, that kind of thing. So there's always something to discard and declutter. So that's it for today, day 15 of the 91-day challenge. I hope you're being successful in cleaning out your refrigerator and freezer. And again, if you have a second one in the second refrigerator or freezer in your garage, if you have the time to do it, today would be a good day. Otherwise, you can wait till we do the garage section of the Declutter Challenge. Okay, so that's it. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day and be blessed. Bye now.